Well, good morning. This is Wander on day 214 of my Appalachian Trail journey. I'm recording this in the car because it's raining outside, and so I don't know what kind of opportunity I'll get once I get to the trailhead. We're about 8/10 of a mile away, and Brother John will be dropping me off there shortly. It's going to be a rainy day all day, it looks like. So it'll be an interesting hike. I got about almost 12-mile hike today, including the end point, which is a 6/10 off trail.
Next right.
And so that being said, I'll bring you back when I got something to share. So here's a trail sign right at the beginning. Little Wilson Falls, Big Wilson Stream. I got to cross Big Wilson Stream about a mile, and so just before I end the trail, so that'll be at the very end of the day. All right, let me get going. Okay, I am entering the 100-mile wilderness today. No place to obtain supplies or get help until A-Wall Bridge, 100 miles north. So that's not totally true. I think I got 2 pickups in there. So, all right, so there were 3 pickups. But anyhow, I'm continuing on. Okay, this is the outflow from Spectacle Ponds. Just a little river there as I walk across this bridge and continue on my merry way. Well, there's Bell Pond over there in the distance. Here's an interesting gorge. I see a white blaze down there. So that means I got to cross there, then climb the other side there somehow. And then there's a shelter right over there. All right, let's do it. It's Lehman Brook Lean-To. I hear some people down below, and but the trail goes this way. Okay, that right there is North Pond, right through the trees there. I think it's about as close as I get. I do got to cross the outflow of it up here shortly, which I think comment says it's rock hoppable. Hope so. All right, rain seems to have held off for now, but never rained hard, just sprinkles, heavy sprinkles at the time. But the umbrella, as you see, helps immensely for that. I don't have to wear my rain gear that I had on earlier. I took that off. But this has allowed my upper body to breathe and not get so sweaty. All right, there's another view. So, I had my bug net on for a while because of the spider webs, and I just passed Neiman Shelter, and I was hoping that maybe somebody that had stayed there last night had left ahead of me and headed north.
60 minutes.
Somebody had stayed there last night, had left ahead of me and headed north. It's pretty nice, but I seem to be getting spider webs again, so maybe not. All right, let's keep going. So this is the outflow of that pond right there. Got a nice beaver dam right here in front of us, blocking it, looks like. Maybe there's a lot of stuff piled up over time, I don't know. But got a nice flow down there, heading down. So me, we're going up that way. Looks like there's been some trail maintenance going on recently. Got these are new, and they put some new ones down here. So that's nice of them. Oh, spider webs. Looks like nobody's been ahead of me.
Lap 4, 38:37. Distance 0.25.
There's a little video of Mud Pond. Not much there. Little path going down there, but I wouldn't get water there. Not unless it's desperate, which I've been desperate for, but. All right, this is Little Wilson Stream. Nice little waterfall there going down. There may be a better view down below, but it drops about 60 feet. And the trail goes down that way as well, so We'll see if there's something else there to show you, and maybe I'll bring you back then. Here's a junction. Haven't seen too many of these today. Little Wilson Falls trailhead, 1.3 miles that way. And Appalachian Trail south, Upper Falls, north, and so forth. All right, we are continuing north. Haven't been much to show you today. It's been mostly just woods, and it has rained a little bit. So, but just a lot of this ups and downs and rocks and roots. Right now it's more roots than rocks, which is fine. But you just got to watch your step. The bug net again is for the spider webs. Though I have had a couple mosquitoes and gnats fly around my face, but they haven't been too bothersome. Just the spider webs. Okay, we've got a river crossing here. It looks like I can get across right here. Looks like it's shallow enough. And once I get on the other side, I'm gonna stop and get some water. Okay, that was easy enough. So you got a little side stream here coming into the main stream there. And I just sat down there in that rock right there and filtered some water. And now I'm ready to go up. They say the best way to carry water is inside you, so I drank most of a bottle worth, then filled my 2 bottles up. So I should have plenty of water to last me, for another 4.7 miles. On far out, this is listed as a bog. I don't know if I can get any better views or not, but looks like a swamp to me. And we got, yeah, not so good bog boards to cross on. All right, let me put this away. Okay, there's a better view of this bog and some better bog boards to walk on. I got a little bit of blue sky up there. How you like that? I'll take it. All right, let's keep going. So we've been walking along this path along the outside of this pond for a while. Now we're back into the woods. AT that way, AT that way. All right, let's go up. Okay, here's a view for you. Looking out over this area. Down below is the pond, and right there at the corner is where I passed through that area right there. Not too many views today, but this is one of them. All right, at the top of this climb, hopefully, maybe a little more, who knows. I guess they call these rock surfaces the ledges. I've seen other places that are similarly designated as ledges that have the same features here. These bald rock tops. And so the far out says this is the ledges. So I guess that's what that is. The ledges. I have to remember that for the next time. I had to put the bug net back on. The flying insects were starting to bother me more. All right, let me put this away. I've got to get down here safely. I guess. Yeah, it worked. The area I've just been coming across is called Big Wilson Cliffs. And it's the high point for this area. Maybe today, I don't know. But now, ooh, watch step. Now I gotta get down. Should be easy enough. So here's an interesting section I gotta hike across. Keep balance, keep balance. There's a little stream. Nice pool of water there if you need water. Little pool there. I think I'm going to maybe dip my head in that, or my buff into the water. It's a little bit warm out. Sun's starting to come out, so maybe a cool buff would feel good. So right now I'm walking alongside, I think what is called Thompson Brook. And I've got to cross it here in less than a quarter of a mile. So somebody said it's rock hoppable, maybe upstream a little bit. So we'll see. And a little farther past that is Big Wilson Stream, which is, I got to ford that one. So not rock hop possible. So I'll bring you back for both these stream crossings. Right now it's just a nice walk in the woods. Pretty smooth. Okay, this is Thompson Brook. This little thing here. This little stream here that feeds into whatever that stream is down there. I couldn't find a name for it. All right, let's see. I think there's a possible right there, across. All right, let's do it. So, actually, the bigger stream off to my right was Big Wilson Stream, and up here, in a few tenths of a mile, I've got to cross it. And that's where I'll be fording for today. Taking off my boots, putting on my water shoes, getting my legs wet. Now somebody said, I think it said you can go upstream, maybe get across, but now also somebody said that some of the boulder hopping is kind of sketchy, so I'm not particularly fond of sketchy, so we'll just wade across and be safe. They did say it's not too strong a current, and we haven't had significant rain lately, so no worries about flooding or high water levels. All right, got some trees down across the road up here. I'll have to get around those. Should be simple enough, it looks like. Well, somebody, I don't know why they do that. So somebody come up here and cut the ends of these off. Why not, you know, if you're up here with a saw, why not clean it up? I don't get it. Maine Trail Club, whatever you called. What's the deal? I mean, you do such a good job, but sometimes what you don't do doesn't make any sense. All right, here's our water crossing, and there's Two blazes on the tree over there. And somebody said you could rock hop up there somewhere. To me it looks like he just put on water shoes and walk across there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Looks like the shallowest is slightly to the right. And let's see, what do you look like here? Yeah, it's kind of deep right there. Yeah, maybe right across there. Let's try that and see. Oh, okay, I can't see too much reflection. Okay, loose rocks. There's a hole right there I don't want to go into now that I'm here. Okay. Oops. Slick rock. Okay. Loose rock. The water temperature is actually very comfortable. Just cool water, not cold at all. Oops, slick. Don't take too big a step. Oh, I got a hole right there. Let me cut back a little bit. Okay, that was, didn't have a good grip there. Let's see. Okay. I'm in a place where I got to take a step, and I'm crossed. So below the knees, pants that are just above the knees never got wet. And I got a nice rock here to sit on, so I'm going to change back into my shoes. And just got a little more ways to go for today. Well, and as if the previous video wasn't enough, there's our railroad tracks. And back in the woods. Okay, almost past a sign here. Wilson Valley Lean-To, 200 foot. Follow the blue blazes. I don't, oh yeah, I can see the roof of it right there. All right. And I think Cloud Pond, that may be where I'm going to tomorrow. But today I got another half mile maybe, I don't know, to go before I hit the cutoff, the road, Slate Road cutoff. Haven't looked in a bit, so not sure. Following this nice little stream here for a while. My guess is the water source for the lean-to. That's right down there. Looks like a path coming over to it. Okay, I just came upon Slate Road. There's the trail going that way and going that way. And that's where I will return to tomorrow. Now I've got a 0.6 road walk, if you want to call this a road, down where I'll meet Brother John. So I'm still going down this Slate Road to meet Brother John. It's quite a mess of a road. There's places where it's just washed out, but somebody has come up here and is doing some work to try to make runarounds of that washed out areas, some areas like that. So everyone who owns this road hasn't given up on it. They're trying to make, somebody's still trying to make it useful. But yeah, it's could not bring you couldn't bring a regular pickup truck up here. It'd have to be something like something real high setup, maybe even a track vehicle, but it'd have to have exceptionally high ground clearance to get over some of those rocks behind me that I passed. Now this section here looks cruisy here. I mean, if the whole thing had been like that, Brother John could have come all the way up and picked me up, but it's not like this all the way. So I've got about less than 2/10 of a mile to go, a little over a tenth, if my calculations are correct. But yeah, this is where we turned around at. It was real. The forest is real tight in. This is a lot wider than what we experienced. Plus, there's a big dip in the road, and that may be coming up. Who knows? Looks like it's a big dip up there. But if that's the case, then Brother John's just on the other side. All right, there's my ride. Brother John awaits. So my day is done. This little 6.6 mile side trail wasn't that hard. So now go back to the RV, spend the night, and then after this I'll start spending nights on the trail. All right, thanks for coming along, and we'll see you next time.